Yeah, what up, gang? What up, squad? It's your boy, RUT, the realest, coolest, the trillest young king. Only to platform as we speak. We are back with another lit banger, man. So I came across this while I was scrolling on YouTube, and I just felt like I had to do a reaction to it. It says YouTuber unalives another YouTuber over copyright. So the reason why this caught my eye is I am a reaction channel. You know what I'm saying? I do reactions to different things. 99% of other people's content, about 100. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how someone took their copyright so serious where they took somebody's life. You know, it's never that serious. If anything, why not just copyright their video and take their money? Common sense, right? I'd rather have somebody's money and keep living large than take somebody's life and then gotta go behind bars. Ooh, I know that was hard, you know what I'm saying? But I'm being for real. So y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. Was that idiotic or not? I'm pretty sure we're all gonna say yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the video from August the Duck. Check out his channel. Great content. If you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment some more bangers, man. Let's get it.
Well, guys, no funny or witty intro today. Sorry, doesn't really
Why does he always look blowed? Is he always blowed in his videos?
feel right. Today we are talking about one of, if not just the worst thing I have ever heard of happening as a product of this website. It's a horrible situation, and I sincerely hope that it does not start any sort of trend. Now, it's rare that I talk about stuff like this on this channel, but I think it's important that stuff like this is discussed because I feel like in today's day and age, it's pretty easy for us to forget that the internet can still be a pretty dangerous place. I feel like over the last 15, 20 years or so, we've kind of gone from this mindset that everybody on the internet is dangerous, everybody's out to get you, to where everybody now is like so involved on the internet. Everybody has their entire lives plastered all over social media that we've kind of gotten like lulled into a false sense of security when really you still have no idea who you're dealing with behind the other screen. Yesterday, a YouTuber and his wife were murdered by another YouTuber over a YouTube beef that started over copyright issues. This was a beef between two Las Vegas YouTubers, one named Sin City Manny, that's the murderer, and Finny the Legend, who is...
Bro, I never heard of none of them niggas. CJ So Cool is the only nigga from Vegas I know that's doing content. Ask the fact that these niggas that small killing niggas is crazy.
The victim. Now, Manny's channel has already been deleted, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly what started this, but Finny's channel is still up, and he has a couple of videos from a year or so ago where he talks about having, like, proof of Manny cheating on his wife, I guess, and videos showing that Manny was copywriting his videos. I think both of these guys were primarily live streamers, so most of this probably happened live. I'm not sure if that's the case for Manny, but it's definitely the case for Finny, and he has multiple videos where this guy is mentioned by name in the title of his live stream.
No way this nigga had 4 point something followers, bro. This nigga. So Finny the Legend, he the one that got popped? Damn.
My name in the title of his live streams. So it seems like this has been going on for a couple of years, and apparently they met face to face outside of the Bellagio Hotel yesterday, and it resulted in Finny and his wife being shot by Manny. Now this was all captured by Finny on live stream. I haven't watched the video, and I don't plan on watching.
I'm gonna watch it. What's it called? What was that nigga name? Finny the Legend. Let me see if I can find it on Twitter. Cause y'all know Twitter got everything. I gotta see it. Finny the Legend. Is that the wife? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I just saw it. The wife too. You just see the wife laying there, bro. Oh my god. Whoo. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, sometimes when you down and out, you got to see stuff like that because it brings you back to center. it reminds you whatever you're going through, as long as it's not life and death, it's not that bad, bro. I promise you. Sometimes a nigga be really messed up, you know what I'm saying? Don't really got no outlet, nowhere to go for real. But when I see stuff like this, I realize I still got it good.
Being shot by Manny. Now, this was all captured by Finney on live stream. I haven't watched the video, and I don't plan on watching the video. But from what I've gathered from reading some articles, apparently Manny just walked up to Finney and his wife like there was no argument or conversation before and killed them. I believe for a while he was on the run, he was trying to hide, but earlier this morning he turned himself into the police. And right now he's facing 2 counts of open murder, which means this could go either 1st degree or 2nd degree, but I can't possibly see this going any other direction than 1st degree because this was very clearly premeditated, which means this guy is probably going to catch 2 1st-degree murder charges in one of the higher execution rate states in the country. I don't see many worlds where this guy does not receive the death penalty. I say that because a few hours before the murder, he was live streaming, basically telling the world that he's looking for this guy. Obviously, I can't find the original video since his channel has been deleted, but I did find this screen recording of the live stream on Reddit where Manny says this.
The fuck? I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I was dying to see him. I'm fucking dying to see him.
This nigga.
What are we doing? Crazy. Fuel bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there. You better fucking believe it. Come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told, right?
Now I'm not the best fan of scrapping, especially when you older. There's really no reason to do that. But if you're gonna do this, at least scrap, bro. You thought you was gonna pop him and walk away? Nigga, this ain't the fucking movies.
Somebody should have sent me my invite. Mr. Marquez.
Yeah, so this guy is clearly a fucking psychopath. And it's just sad because it's one of those things where these guys probably exchange these fighting words so many times that everyone was probably like, oh yeah, whatever. You're going through every casino, I bet. When in reality, now that we have hindsight, he probably was. This guy was clearly on a mission. And I think in situations like this, for a lot of men, their masculinity or their manhood gets in the way. They don't want to be the one who backs down, and it can lead to stuff like this. Now, that's not me saying that this is in any way, shape, or form Finney's fault. This is the fault of a psychopath with the intelligence and the emotional intelligence of a wad of Play-Doh, but stuff like this should serve as a warning, should serve as a reminder that there are people like this all over the place. There are people all around you, people you probably encounter on a daily basis that either care so little about their life or just lack the critical thinking skills to think that far ahead that they are willing to throw their life away over something as stupid as a YouTube beef. And if they care that little about their life, they definitely don't care about yours. This man was 41 years old, and he was willing to murder 2 people over YouTube videos that, let's be honest, nobody was even watching. The Finney guy had like 4,000 subscribers. I think Manny had 40 or 50K. I mean, it's one of those things where you've kind of got to imagine that this guy was going to eventually take a life anyways. I mean, if you're willing to plan out the murder of a man and his wife just because he was live streaming to a few thousand people and saying some shit you didn't like, your fuse was probably not long enough to be free your entire life to begin with. However, I think that's a pretty good transition into another thing that
So is this... Okay, this is the nigga that got killed. Oh, shit.
I think we kind of have to address when talking about something like this. Now, I really hope this does not get misconstrued in any way into me like defending this psychopath. There is absolutely no justification for murder. There is nothing that a person can say or do that will justify murdering them. That's part of the definition of murder. If it's justifiable in any way, it's not murder. So again, please do not take this as me defending this guy, but I think this is just another thing we need to take from this situation. If you go to this guy's channel, basically every single live stream was him talking about this guy for hours. And look, this was not a thing where he was like, hey man, your content's not great, I think you should do better. Or like, hey man, you're doing this, you shouldn't be doing it, do better. It wasn't like he was trying to hold this guy accountable or doing any sort of like real criticism. He had basically made it like his entire mission to bring this guy down. Constantly calling him names, making every single piece of content that he makes about him, accusing him of some pretty heinous shit on on occasion. He brought his family into this. If he didn't have anything to say about the guy himself, he would attack random fans. Now, obviously, none of that is justification for murder, and I'm going to stop repeating that because at this point, if you still think that's what I'm trying to say, I feel like you're missing my point on purpose. But making it your life goal to antagonize and piss somebody off every single chance you get can have consequences. Doesn't mean those consequences are just, doesn't mean they're fair, but people snap, and that's something you need to think about. And I'm saying that from firsthand experience. I've had some people deliver some pretty serious threats to me over YouTube videos. A lot of people do not possess a level-headedness. Again, this kind of goes back to what I was talking about in my most recent video. It's not fair that normal people have to live in fear about what psychos might do over their content, but the fact of the matter is that we know people like this exist, and I think that's just something that more people need to consider before they spend years of their life trying to bring one specific person down for what? 5,000 views on YouTube? Like, what was the point of this? Again, not trying to make this out to be like a victim blaming situation. This guy did not deserve anything that happened to him, and I hope this psychopath gets the needle, but I mean, when you decide to dedicate over a year of your life constantly antagonizing a person trying to get a reaction, well, you've kinda gotta expect a reaction. That doesn't make this situation any less tragic. These two people did not deserve this, but I think this tragedy is an important thing for anybody who's heavily involved in an online space to look at. These sorts of beefs, these online feuds, they are simply not worth it. At best, you waste years of your life arguing with somebody on the internet whose opinion you are never going to change, you're never going to win them over. At worst, something like this ends up happening. And it's terrible that stuff like this is something we even have to worry about. I hope this guy has a swift trial. I can't imagine they're going to have much trouble convicting this guy. And I'm usually not a huge supporter of the death penalty, but when it's something this clear-cut, I mean, there's video evidence of this guy walking up to these two and killing them. He deserves nothing less. Just a terrible, awful situation all around, and I hope I never have to talk about anything like this ever again. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? I really hope this video hasn't, like, made me come across as kind of cold. I'm worried that it might. I don't want to keep repeating myself over and over again, but just one more time. Nothing I've said in this video is me saying that I think this is, like, Finney's fault, or do I think that he should have, like, avoided this? Not what I'm saying at all. But I do think people who are putting themselves in these sorts of situations should look at this and sort of learn, hey, maybe this isn't worth it. People are crazy, people are unpredictable, you never know what somebody is gonna do. Sometimes you just need to step back and realize it's not worth it. My heart goes out to Finney's family, his wife's family, and I truly hope they make an example of this piece of shit Manny. Just awful shit. See ya.
Yeah, no, that's horrible. RIP those people. I don't like video channels that, you know, those hate channels that hate on certain people, but at the same time, like, you know, the duck said, they didn't deserve to get popped, especially like that, not broad daylight, but in front of everybody at night. He didn't say anything about them having kids, so hopefully they don't have no kids, but that's horrible. I don't want no smoke. Y'all niggas can make hate videos and speeches about me all you want. Keep it. I'm gonna keep, you know, if y'all put my content in it, I'm gonna take that and make my money. You did. But anyway, man, we finna go ahead and close this video. If you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment some more bangers. Like I said in my last video, please comment and let me know what you guys want me to react to next. All right, I will do pretty much that. Where'd you get this tape, Paul? Good job, Paul. I think they all tired of you saying that. All right, man. Sheesh.